Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is the 19th of February 2022 Saturday. You're watching my 6th video. They say you start getting old when you start regretting things you didn't do rather than the ones you did. The same goes for people who waste time and narrow down their options over time. You can find what I mean best in Sebastian Haffner's book The Story of a German. This book tells about a society that contributed to the greatest disaster by passively watching the events without any reaction. The irony of the matter is that the liberals and Jewish businessmen of the period were the most active supporters of Hitler government in the name of looking cute, being helpful, and their own financial benefits. It means that human beings do not feel the need to learn from history without depleting their time and options. For humanity, it is not innate abilities to determine the order of priority and importance correctly, to use time efficiently, and to live without breaking with practical, realistic thinking. These are gained as a result of the experiences accumulated by making too many painful and costly mistakes. If that ever happens for that particular individual, of course, vast majority of people waste their entire life without reaching the consciousness to target these things. Let's analyze what's going on by stressing these three important criteria. In this video, I will discuss the issue of opposition. Since the topic is too long and detailed, I will divide it into two videos. 6 opposition leaders met on Saturday, February 12th. I think it was an important meeting, well overdue. Details of the meeting, which lasted more than 5 hours, have not been disclosed yet. We only have piecemeal information. Some of the left opposition figures in the society showed serious reactions to the meeting. I would like to point out that this group of people, who cannot tolerate the idea that the names of Mr. Babajan and Mr. Davutoglu should be in the table, display only ideological and emotional approach and are far from the concept of real-life negotiation. It's time to act realistically in a time where the opposition is seriously inadequate, and Tarkan's latest song gives much more hope than the political opposition to the society. Please keep in mind that people who have moved away from their echo chambers and left their comfort zone can only make objective and serious judgments, because there are way too many people who just share their opinions without collecting detailed information and without making the necessary analysis. Let's move on to the analysis in terms of parties that are at the opposition table and those that are not. Let's start with the CHP, which has been in opposition for 20 years and could not exceed 25% of the vote barrier ever. The videos that Mr. Kılıçdaroğlu shared on social media one after another received positive response publicly. I would like to state that I find it very appropriate that he warned the bureaucrats, exposed the trolls, and protested the electricity price hikes. However, we saw that the factions within the party were very active during this period. It is stated that it is the same person from the party who shared the bill of the hotel room where the troll video was shot and who leaked Imamoglu's fish restaurant bill. As everyone knows, there is a majority within the CHP that prioritizes status quo and self-interest, even to enroll as a member to CHP. A serious fight is required to overcome the barriers of this happy and comfortable majority. After the CHP, which was founded by Ataturk in 1926, was shut down following the 1980 coup, it was reinstated by Deniz Baykal in 1992. These types of people have formed the main structure ever since. In fact, it would not be wrong to say that we are talking about Deniz Baykal's CHP today. This is why Mr. Kılıçdaroğlu's job is very, very difficult. Let's remember, until 2010, we thought that Mr. Baykal and Mr. Bahçeli were the leaders of the opposition. The İYİ Party, founded by Meral Akşener at the end of 2017, was unable to exceed 15%. Although it aimed for center-right vote base. Unfortunately, the reason for this is similar to CHP. Despite being a new party, some stray figures do not hesitate to act in a way that will harm the voters' perception and the alliance in order to move the party in the direction they wish. Mrs. Akşener is constantly making changes in the senior staff, but it takes too long. If the potential of total right-wing votes in Turkey is 65%, the center-right has at least 45% potential. If not in this election, it is very likely that İYİ Party will be the biggest party in the following election after this. Therefore, Tansu Çiller is encouraged to establish a new party in order to target the İYİ Party and divide its votes. Today, the İYİ Party is the main factor that changes all balances in the overall picture, and Mr. Kılıçdaroğlu's contribution to this is enormous. The Saadet Party, led by Mr. Karamollaoğlu, is in the opposition, stemming from the chain of parties, which is the cradle of political Islam. Although ideologically it differs on issues such as women's rights within the alliance, it would not be wrong to say that it is an indispensable part of the Millet Alliance in terms of the most efficient use of social media in the opposition bloc and its symbolic meaning for the conservative voter base to be in that bloc. The Democrat Party, led by Mr. Gültekin Uysal, is also very important for right-wing voters in Turkey. Guiso's rejection of the offer from Tansu Çiller is a very important message for the Nation Alliance. In short, an unusual behavior among Turkish politicians. It can be considered as an example of what the ethical stance should be for many political figures who put their personal interests above principles. Thanks for watching the first episode. We are about to continue where we left off in the second part. See you, second part.